Are you okay? Or do you need an ice pack?
Brent, I'm not fucking around. Get out.
Why is this almost 30-year-old man trying to figure out left and rights?
I had him hit the floor, and I was like, Brent's dead.
Did you spell that out in your head first before you said it out loud?
Looking for my granny. No, I had. Oh. You're right, I didn't. You're right, I didn't.
Hello and welcome to Spread Wide Open Podcast. I'm Brent.
I'm Chase.
I'm Gary.
And welcome back. It's so nice to have you back. It's so back to be nice with you.
Did you just stroke out?
What was that?
Man, I do that all the time. It is ridiculous. I mess those
Stroking out.
I mess those words up all the time.
When I edit these videos, there are a couple times that I watch you like fumble, and I'm always on the fence about cutting it or leaving it in.
Leave it
We
in.
gotta leave it in.
I always leave it in.
It's part of my special personality. Gary is so worried about the gaslighting that he looks at every word that I say and analyzes it.
You have to or else you don't know.
That's no way to live, though, Gary. That's like...
Are you still allergic to shrimp?
Yeah, I'm allergic to shrimp. That's not gaslighting. That's real.
Did you bring one of your EpiPens?
No.
How much do those cost?
$250.
I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna fact check you.
It's after
Gary-
insurance. They're
Gary,
about
pull that up.
They're about $600 if you don't have insurance.
Gary, pull that up.
I don't have one because I haven't been to the doctor for my
But I thought,
allergy.
but in the last episode, you said you carried one.
I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I put the video together. You said that.
I don't know if I said that. I don't
I
have
could
it on
pull
me.
it up.
I mean, I don't have. You ever seen me with an EpiPen? I like lobster bisque, and I can eat crab soup. But if I touch a shrimp,
He'll die.
I throw up
He
everywhere.
will just die.
I swell up. I go into anaphylactic shock. EpiPen, 2 EpiPens to the neck. Listen, Gary, if I don't take 3 Benadryls and 4 EpiPens, I'm no longer alive if I eat a shrimp.
You have
can't
an
do it.
EpiPen, don't you?
No, I don't. I'm all out because I accidentally touched one the other day. Thank God I'm still here.
But
You said you had an EpiPen.
You said you carry him around with
We
you.
do have one at the house.
He's full of shit.
Not shrimp because I don't eat that. We have one at the house. We have an EpiPen at the house. We do. We have an EpiPen at the house. I never said it was mine.
GASLIGHTING. Gaslighting.
Did you spell that out in your head first before you said it out loud?
Nope. It just came right out. I'm a good speller.
That's usually what I have to do. I have to spell it out first. That's the same with left and right.
Oh, do you do the whole
I do in my
left
head.
hand, right hand?
I do in my head.
I have to do it in front of me. I got to make sure that's, I'll
I-
pick that up in second grade. Stuck with me forever.
I used to do that, and then people started looking at me weird, like, why is this grown man doing the left and right thing?
Why is this almost 30-year-old man trying to figure out left and rights?
And he's a truck driver, which is the most perplexing part of it.
But you use the word perplexing,
Yeah.
which is okay.
What do you mean, okay?
I don't know. You have to figure out left and right, but you use the word perplex.
Well, I don't know if vocabulary has a whole lot to do with
Is perplex a word? Gary, pull that up.
perplex is a word.
I don't need to pull that up.
Perplex is a word. I can actually confirm that for you right now. Perplex is a word.
I'll tell you what's perplexing to me. I went to the grocery store last night, and does it take a rocket scientist to figure out the self-checkout? Do you know? Or me and Brandy were standing in line at the self-checkout, and there were 3 of them. We were at Target, and we were in line, and all of them were taken. One of them was broken, of course, and we were in line for 15 minutes. We were next in line, and we were in it for 15 minutes.
Because they had such an issue.
Because these people couldn't figure out how to how to work the self checkout.
See, Danielle, my my wife, she'll always use self checkout, and I won't. If I go to the store by myself, I'm not using self checkout.
Why?
It's just every time I use it, something fucking goes wrong. I don't feel like it's always the person's fault. Sometimes those things just fuck up. You scan something, someone's got to come over because it says, please call assistant. You don't ever get those?
Unexpected item in bagging area.
That shit, can't stand
So,
that shit.
so you're one of them that can't figure it out.
I don't have the patience for it. It just aggravates me. It's easier if someone else just rings the shit up for me.
See, I'll take self checkout every single time
Oh, there's no way.
because I'm in control.
We are quickly moving into a self-checkout,
Society,
cashless,
which is fine.
personless society. Pretty soon, we're all going to be in the house. We're not going to be able to leave. We're all going to have to do everything from the house. People will bring our groceries to us. It'll be like COVID all the time. Like
Is that so bad?
COVID all the time?
No,
Being
not
locked
that
in
part.
your house all the time, which sounds fan-fucking-tastic
Not
to
that
me.
part either.
Oh.
Not having to go to the grocery store.
I get tired sitting in the house. I want to go out and do stuff.
Oh, I could spend all day on the couch just watching TV.
I don't want to end up in a world without peddlers malls and Goodwills. I don't want that. And that's what that would be. You can't shop at Goodwill from the house. Can you imagine doing that? I mean, I guess it would be like eBay, but
eBay, yeah.
eBay is just
eBay is a high-end Goodwill.
high-end Goodwill. Craigslist is eBay's trashy cousin.
Yeah, that's
Craigslist is the one where you can sell your body to, or I don't even know if they pay. I don't know how that works. I guess
You can sell whatever you want on there.
prostitute yourself on Craigslist.
law be damned. Just get on there and make your money. Get your bag.
I bet when Michael Craig started Craigslist, he did not think that they would be selling their wieners and boobies on there.
Yeah.
I mean,
wieners and boobies.
Do they do prostitution though, or is it just like a hookup? So I thought it was
Chase
just
says
a
they can
hookup.
pay. I don't know. I never thought about that, but I guess that makes sense.
There's a section on Craigslist. I don't remember what it's called.
Personals, I think.
Personals,
Yeah.
or something like that, where I guess technically you're not allowed to sell, but people go on there and try to meet people on Craigslist.
One of those like free massage ads.
Yeah.
Do you remember the missed connections on Craigslist? Do they still do that?
I don't know. I haven't been on Craigslist in a long time.
That's like the thing where it's like,
I've seen them.
you seen the commercial where they're talking about it?
No, I've seen a couple YouTube videos though where they'll pull some up.
It's
And they are they are the most creepy stalkerish shit
Yeah.
you can ever read.
that would be funny to read some of them on here. Some crazy ones from Louisville.
Brent,
do
pull
it.
that up.
I don't know how.
All right, Speedos, click it.
Need older plumber.
I hear that Speedos has made a comeback. Anyone out there want to show them off? Let me know.
Somebody's got a thing for Speedos.
That's not even a misconnection. That's just send me your ass in a Speedo.
That's borderline.
Harassment?
That's borderline Chris Hansen material right there. Let's see.
We talked at a cemetery.
We talked at the cemetery. You're a girl, and we was talking before you walked into the cemetery. I would have liked to talk more. Tell me what you said, and you was going to do, or tell me what I was driving. Hope to hear back from you. That was a cluster. Jesus. We was doing it. We was talking. We was talking with all the dead people. Did you ever hear about the car accident in the cemetery? It was a single car accident in a cemetery. Hundreds dead.
Wow. Good one.
I'm sorry, I missed the whole thing. I was trying to find us a.
Did you hear about the car accident in the cemetery? The single car accident?
No.
Hundreds were dead.
Female plumber needed.
Why a female plumber?
We're gonna find out.
That's down in Monroe County.
I need a plumber to clean out my pipes.
Oh, Jesus.
I need a plumber.
In Monroe County. That
A
was
female
posted
plumber.
16 minutes ago. There's still time.
Contact this person, please.
Oh, that would be funny if we could start calling them. Texas Roadhouse. Let's get to talking about them rolls. I was walking out with my this is in Evansville, Indiana. I was walking out with my coworkers. Were dressed casual with t-shirts and shorts. You were about to go in around 7:30 and accompanied by a guy and a girl. I noticed that you were totally checking me out. I made eye contact and smiled.
Oh my God.
Should have stopped you and got your number to later hang out that same night. How tall did I look to you? Hope to hear from you soon.
Jeez.
He's got to be short if that's in the.
Please tell me how tall I looked. I had platforms in my shoes.
That was posted about a month ago.
Please, God, tell me how tall I looked.
We've got missing my granny.
There we go. Mountain View, 4 hours ago.
Looking for my granny. Wish you are 70 plus for friendship and enjoying company together. Or if you know a granny who can befriend me, who can befriends me, the older the better. Open to all situations with my granny. Maybe you can introduce your new friend to her and let me take it from there, or invite me to come spend time.
Would you be a wingman for your granny? Send her to this guy.
This is, I believe I would. I believe I would.
Set her up on a blind date.
Yeah. If
Craigslist.
if my grandmother was single, sure. I miss an older couple. Yep.
I miss an older couple, Berkeley North/Hills. I'm a single white guy, 56, seeking a smart couple who would like to explore.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
say
guess-
that's some swinger.
Please write and tell me about yourselves. I'll do the same. Sounds like he wants to go on a hike or something.
Yeah, just a hike. Nothing
Explore the park system, maybe.
nothing extra.
Just explore. You
Yeah,
know?
just explore the greenery.
Yeah.
frolic in the bush.
Frolic in the bush.
Little bush frolicking.
Little bush action.
He wants to frolic in the bush.
Looking for a TS friend for 400, please. I'm a middle-aged Caucasian guy looking for a TS friend. If anybody does not know what TS means, that means transsexual.
Oh.
Yep. Age, race doesn't matter. Contact me for more detailed info.
I was thinking tits small.
Nope.
I did not get the I just did. You know, because some,
Not even small tits, just tits small.
well, some of the grammar on here is not anything to write home about. Oh, beautiful.
Do you guys remember the time our good buddy Max almost shot me in the f***ing foot
With
on that shooting
with my
range?
22, yep.
Yeah.
With your 22, yeah.
With your 22, yep.
Yeah, the pistol almost there's been two near misses.
So in the incidents that we're talking about were one-offs.
Yeah, they were one-offs. They weren't that bad. They weren't that bad.
But they could have been very, very bad.
They could have been bad. One of them would have involved someone not having a foot anymore. And that was not the 22. It's a small caliber bullet. It's not that big. So when Max almost shot Gary's foot, because Max wanted to shoot the gun into the ground, never seen anything like it. He did it on purpose.
No, what I think happened was he was loading it, and
He
he had
did.
it pointed towards the ground, and then he...
I think he
Threw it
didn't know
back.
it was loaded.
I think he 100% shot it in the ground knowing it was going to fire. That's what
so.
That's how I remember it.
See,
think
from
so.
my perspective, because me and him were standing together right at the back of one of our buggies, loading up our guns, and I thought he put the cylinder in, the little 22 revolver, and the hammer was already cocked back,
He might have.
and he let his finger off of it. I don't think it was locked.
He
And
might
it
have.
shot straight. I mean, like an inch from my foot.
I think it was just pure stupidity, and
Oh,
he was
yeah.
shooting it in the ground. I really do think it was, but I don't know. But
I was a little pissed off. Just
it was
the
kind
hair.
of wild. It was kind of wild. And the second time we were out at another part of the property that was in Springfield, which just so happened to be John Michael Montgomery's former residence. The cabin out there. Love that place. That's the most beautiful piece of property in the state of Kentucky, I swear to God.
talking about.
The second incident, which I think you and Danielle were asleep for. We were
Okay.
out shooting guns in the backyard.
No, they were awake.
Were they out there?
Yeah, they were out there. Yeah.
I know. I
Me,
know,
Brandy, you, Jessica, and yeah.
I thought we
Well,
told
maybe
you
you know
about
what?
it.
No. Danielle was not there
Danielle wasn't there. I was probably out there.
because she was pregnant at the time. Mm-hmm. She was inside.
Okay.
But you were there. Gary was there.
I have this beautiful Smith & Wesson 357.
Oh, was it a 357?
It was a 357.
Oh, I thought it was a.
You trade all your guns in for that one back then, didn't you?
Yeah. Large caliber bullet.
I thought it was a 44.
And it's long and shiny. It's neat. Anyway, Chase took. It's got a hairpin trigger on it, and he cocked it back while it was loaded, and evidently thought it wouldn't go off. Accidentally brushed his finger over the trigger, and he was about a good inch away from blowing his entire. I guess it would be your right foot
It was
off.
my right foot, yeah.
And it was loud. It was unexpected. And it was scary.
Scared me.
And scared. He
It's
did not want to
scary.
play with the guns after that.
No,
Did you take a little break?
I put the gun down.
He put the gun down.
I'm usually very responsible with firearms, and it was a lapse of judgment on my part. I felt the ripple in the ground. So,
How far do you think that bullet went into the ground?
probably 1.5 feet.
You know,
Maybe
I've always
2 feet.
wondered what bullets do, like when you fire them into something like that, how far they go in.
It was such close range. Because when my hand dangles, it comes to about mid-thigh, and then whatever the length of the barrel is after that. So it was probably only 3 feet from the ground.
Yeah. Pretty wild. It really could have gone other ways too. You could have been swinging it towards your leg. It could have blown off your.
Yeah.
It could be a
Amputee.
and that would have been rough.
The hospital was pretty far away from that cabin.
Very far. Probably an hour, right?
Probably about an
About
hour,
an
yeah.
hour and a half.
We were kind of in the sticks out
Yeah.
there.
We wouldn't be able to do this podcast because I'm not dragging a wheelchair up the up 3 flights of stairs.
Well,
I'm not doing it.
I wouldn't have to be in a wheelchair. I would just use crutches.
I'm not 100% sure you had insurance then either.
No, I had. Oh. You're right, I didn't. You're right, I didn't. You're right, I did not. Oof, that would have been expensive. I wouldn't have gone to the hospital, probably.
Put some dirt in it, you'd be fine.
Just let it heal up. However,
Throw a Band-Aid on top.
throw a Band-Aid over this.
Say a couple prayers.
5-inch
Fix
wound.
itself.
I had forgotten about that. That's one of my favorite parts about this podcast is like when we're talking, a lot of times things come up that we haven't thought about in years. That's one of them.
Get to relive old memories.
Yeah, that was actually the first time I passed out too.
Oh my God.
I was so scared for you. Let's tell that story.
Yeah.
That was pretty wild. Chase, you want to head off that one?
I can tell it.
Okay.
You were kind of the leader in making that happen.
You two were awake for it for all of it, and I wasn't. So
we were. The cabin was also a place where business was held, correct?
They would do work retreats and
Work
team
retreats.
building exercises.
So there was a dry erase board in the dining area of this cabin, and it was a mansion-like cabin. It's a very large cabin.
country music stars cabin. So
John Michael Montgomery, rest in power.
he's still
He's
still alive.
Yeah, I don't really care. Dead to me anyway, because I almost blew my foot off at his cabin. But anyway, so we were in the kitchen, and we had decided to write as many curse words as we could possibly think of
Every single one of them.
on this dry erase board.
And then after we ran out of curse words, you started.
There were probably 50 or 60 curse words.
Every one you could think of.
There were just columns of curse words and compound curse words as well. So there were just columns of curse words. So when we ran out of curse words to write on there, I had decided to draw a large phallic image.
Was I getting mad at you for doing it? I thought I was telling you to erase them, and that was kind of the...
Yeah.
I don't think we had been there but like 30 minutes and we started in on this
That was the drive.
Not a drop of alcohol was had yet.
Not a single
Not
drop.
one drop of alcohol.
The fact that you were getting upset was the drive to keep doing it.
It really does.
I didn't want
fuel
them to
us.
stain the board with just a big fuck,
Yeah.
across it.
All
But
the words we were doing were
I had
terrible.
decided to draw a detailed male member.
Like we talked about in other episodes, he loves drawing big old dicks.
It was about 4 feet long. It was a very large,
Large what, Chase?
Veiny.
detailed, veiny penis. And Brent saw it and laughed so hard that he passed out, fell straight backwards, and knocked over a lamp,
A fire
a
extinguisher.
fire extinguisher, and broke the
Put his foot through the floor vent.
the floor vent.
It was wild.
It was horrific.
Was it funny? Was it worth it? The big veiny penis that Chase drew? Because
I
you
was
gave me a
having so
goddamn,
much fun.
You gave me a goddamn heart attack.
Oh, I was having so much fun.
I looked at him hit the floor and I was like, Brent's dead. Brent just f***ing died.
Brent died.
And that was before the apnea had been diagnosed. Not that it really matters because I didn't have, but anyway, I fell straight back. They said I started snoring
Yeah, and humming.
Immediately.
and humming,
snoring,
which is
and
crazy.
humming.
Which
He
is wild.
dropped you dropped like a sack of bricks, and
Literally straight backwards.
as soon as your head hit the floor,
Knocked out like a UFC fighter. If I had been across the way there, I'd have fallen down them stairs, and they were wooden stairs, and I'd be dead.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to have brain damage when you came back.
It was rough. Hardwood floors, dude.
We were trying to wake Brent up. We were like, Brent, and he went, "What's going on?"
So confused. Did not know why I was on the floor. I woke up to Gary saying, Brent, I'm not fucking around. Get up.
I thought he was dead. I was already rehearsing the 911 call in my head.
Yeah. Like, how are we going to play this? Yeah.
I would have left all the words. If you died, I would have left all the words on the board and the half drawn penis.
Do you know how embarrassing that would have been to go to your funeral and be like, I was there when it happened?
And you
just
you
the
guys
biggest, veiniest sent him too far.
You guys are telling the story, telling the tale.
I would have told it at the funeral.
Yeah. You bring the board. I mean.
Against your mother's and your wife's wishes.
So do you... Okay, so let's play this back a little bit. I fall, die. Ambulance is called. Do you erase the board before the ambulance gets there?
No.
2 hours later.
They're
Nope.
taking that as evidence.
That's going to be evidence.
You wouldn't erase it?
Not a chance.
Would you erase it?
No.
Good.
Because if it's erased, they're not buying our story, and then it looks like someone just tried to murder you or something.
that's why
that
I
is
would
part of a
not
cover-up.
erase it.
That is part of a cover-up. You're right.
So
You're
you
right.
cannot erase
Okay.
it. One, because it's hilarious. And two, because if we say, well, yeah, he passed out from laughing so hard at this big penis that I just drew on this erase board, they would have been like, yeah, right, you're going to jail.
Jail time now, baby. And my wife was downstairs sleeping, and she come upstairs, and I had already been awake by then, still sitting on the floor because I forgot how to use my legs for a minute. And she came up. She goes, "What happened?"
She went, what happened? Almost like it's happened before.
When I
like it's another Tuesday.
Like it's just
What
another
now?
one. Another incident.
the first thing I heard was Gary saying, "Brent, I'm not around. Get up." the second thing I heard was Chase going, "Yeah, you around and broke some."
Notice how both those were not like an "Are you okay?" or "Do you need an ice pack?" Get the up and you broke some.
Yeah, I think Chase thought I was kidding, but it was a totally real.
I thought that was. I literally thought you were kidding.
It was
Until
The
your
snoring.
head was dangling and you were snoring, I thought you were kidding.
the last thing I remember. So he started the from one ball,
I think I was yelling at Chase the whole time too, and that's what was kind of getting you.
and he got all the way up over the head and halfway down the other side of the cock. And I don't remember anything after that.
Did I finish it?
I think you did.
Before or after you
During, I guess.
during the episode?
Yeah. We had to go to Walmart and buy another floor grate to replace it.
Because I all the way to Walmart.
You put your whole foot right through it.
Gary was
rough.
so worried about getting in trouble.
Yeah.
After you were okay. After we figured out you were okay. I was
After you
worried.
were okay.
Yeah. So that's the only time I've passed out, I think.
Officially.
Officially
On record, that's the only time.
Yeah, that's the only time I can I've gotten close. I mean, me and Chase both, I guess it's part of being big, I don't know, but we laugh so hard. We laugh so hard sometimes that we get lightheaded and like it's about to happen again.
Yeah.
We do love to laugh.
Yeah.
There's that f***ing owl again. Hear it?
I did hear
Can
it.
we kill that thing?
Can we bring it onto the podcast? Something I've noticed about your family, and that's okay. That's okay. But like, your sister loves Chase. I don't think she could pick me out of a crowd, which is fine. I try to stay under the radar.
Okay.
Kelly loves Chase. I mean, you should see him. Like, if we all walk into a room, Chase! It's adorable.
And then she goes, "Hi, Gary."
And then I'm not mentioned because they don't know my name.
My son, Gary.
They know your name. They know you.
I don't think they do.
But Chase just has a habit of interacting a lot more with everybody's family.
I don't talk to anybody.
I'm a family man.
He's a family man.
Too much of a family man.
You walk into a room and light it up. You really
Well,
do.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Sweet angel.
My anxiety could never. How do you?
Same.
I couldn't do it.
Do
The
what?
way you just live your life. How you
Yeah.
just walk up to people and just talk to them.
Oh, I don't know.
It is a blessing
I don't know.
that you have those traits.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm more of a watcher. I'm more of a background kind of guy,
Yeah.
which I'm okay with, to be honest with you. It'd be a lot of work to be you.
I guess it's a gift and a curse, I guess. Blessing and a curse.
What's the cursed part of it? What's the bad side?
Probably acting okay when sometimes things aren't, maybe.
Very, very confrontational.
Very confrontational. You are a little
You
confrontational.
should see him drive.
A big mouth.
It is hilarious.
Yeah.
Thanks for being with us again today. Thanks for tuning in, our fans. We've been getting lots of fan mail and comments and likes and subscribes, and
Yeah.
none of that's true yet, but that's okay. We're headed that way.
We're just preparing for when it is true.
I mean,
Rehearsing.
I haven't checked the mailbox. I don't know that it's full yet.
And my non-existent P.O. box could be full.
The P.O. box is probably full. You know, the mail's going to have to start throwing some of it away. So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. Just thanks for all of it. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. We'll be back with you again next week for another episode of Spread Wide Open. Chase, Gary, I love you both.
I love you.
Love you.
And we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.